Well, hello there. Thank you for taking the time. So a lot of people had asked me about, in my previous video that I had posted about what happened in Morocco, they had asked questions about what about Libya or the city of Derna, what has happened there. I'll take a few moments to introduce Derna first. It's a port city of Libya, situated along the coastal line of Mediterranean, with a population of about 85,000 to 90,000. Now, the main reason that is being told is the rain that took place. It was a bit too much. It caused two dams to collapse, and then it basically wiped out almost a quarter of the city's population. Now, average rainfall in this area yearly is about 275 millimeters or 11 inches of rain. What strikes me the most is, I'm not going to go into the details, you already know the sad news, and our hearts and our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Libya. May God have mercy on them. But there are consequences. Now, I firmly believe that this was another man-made event, or consequences of another man-made event that took place in the opposite direction, because there were floods in Greece, there were forest fires, and of course 3 of the hottest months ever recorded in the world's history. Now, this is not happening naturally. At least my conspiracy theory is that it's not happening naturally. But coming back to Derna, the major part or occupation is agriculture. Most of the Libyan agricultural lands are spread around the coastal lines of Mediterranean. Now, keeping this in mind, Derna is also a port city along the Mediterranean coast. So, at the same time, there are other events happening around the world which were weather-related or were made to look like weather-related. But how weather machines work, or how the concept of HAARP was presented, is that it heats the outermost layer of our Earth, called the ionosphere, which causes the air to warm up and rise up, which then sucks in the cold, moist air from the surroundings. Now, if you do it at multiple spots, then of course that would create multiple weather-related events, not in just those regions, but the regions which are in the path or are situated in the most opposite directions or scattered, because air basically is everywhere on Earth. So anywhere where warm air rises up, the cold air will rush in. That produces weather anomalies differently for different regions. Some may experience extreme heat, some may experience mild weather, some may experience extreme rainfall or hurricanes or tornadoes as a result of the shifting of the air pressure. So, keeping this in mind, all of this is related. So if there's an event happening, you must have noticed that there are simultaneous events happening along with this flood in Greece, in Italy, like scattered part, not just in this part of the world, but on the opposite end as well, where some are experiencing extreme floods and some are experiencing extreme heat. In between, there are people, or there are certain places that are experiencing extreme weather events like hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones, tornadoes. So, in my opinion, this was one of those connected events where the target was in the opposite direction, but this was the collateral damage. And also, what I think is the agricultural land is being systematically destroyed. not just by war, but specifically by these freak weather events which are causing migration, refugee crisis, which are also going to cause or add to the food crisis as well. So slowly and steadily we are moving towards the direction where everything will be in control of just a handful of people or consortiums. And then, of course, when it's chaos around the world, it's easier to implement the sinister plans that are in store for us, like 15-minute cities, no meat, artificial food, and of course limiting your movement as well as your rights. But let me know what you think. Once again, thank you so much for all your support. Take care and God bless.